All right, this is part two. I just want to get a coffee. Yeah, yeah. And if Rabrad is hired, he'll be saved, obviously, for years. I'll save him for a good, I don't know, 20 years maybe. And have him do your Zanus walkthrough, your Matrix walkthrough, and your Spider-Man Miles Morales walkthrough. For those three movies, and once Robert's like 65, you can retire him from your company. Obviously, you can still do his he can still do his YouTube if he wants to, but I'm gonna retire him after that. He's gonna want to work for me. Oh, Ivan, please. I'm like, no, Rad, you're getting old. Like I saved you for 20 years. It's enough. So I'm saying, yeah. So by the time I hire Rabbit, he'll only be like by the time I hire Rabbit, he'll be in his 40s. He'll still be young. 40 years old, you're still young. You're aging a little bit, but you're still young. He'll be in his 40s, Rabbit, when I hire him. He's 35 now. So if I do the Matrix game and the Matrix game, I'll have it be released around the same time as the movie. I'll have the Matrix game released like like a couple months before the movie gets released. To build buzz for the movie, obviously. Release the game before the movie. To build buzz, or you can release it after. Release it a couple months after the movie if you want. Yeah, Robert will be in his early 40s by the time I hire him. He'll be about 40 years old. I don't know if I start Skysis in 2026. 2026 obviously. During that, if I choose to start the game division, I will give Rabrad a call. So he'll be about 39, 40 years old when I hire Rabrad. He'll be young. He's still young, obviously. And then I'll fly in my private jet to Vancouver. I'll discuss the terms in my office. He's gonna be, wow, Ivan, he'll be like, Ivan, this is your office? I'm like, yeah. He's, holy shit, Ivan, this is nice. Yeah, Rabbit, I'm gonna give you a tour of my property. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hey, Rabbit, this is where the developers are gonna work. He sees this like huge building, yeah, like that Grand Theft Auto picture I showed you, yeah. And this is gonna be your office, Rabbit. I had them build an office just for you, a small little office, and that's where you're gonna work. I'm gonna have a nice professional game setup for you, the best game set recording software in the world I can purchase, and that's where you're gonna work. And you're gonna record the game, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And then once he signs that he'll agree to my deal, obviously. Once he signs that nice $40,000 contract, I'll take him off nice dinner. We have a good time with Rabra, and I'll party it up with my condo, my nice $300 condo, or my yacht. If it's summertime, I'll party it up with my yacht. Go to the yacht. We have a nice drink. And Robert gets drunk, obviously, and you're gonna see him train with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, peace out, guys. I'm fucking saved. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna brag, obviously. Yeah, he's gonna have that smile. He might even cry when I sign that contract. Obviously, some saying. You could have him full time if you want, but if you have him full time, you have to pay him more money. Obviously, and I don't want to pay more money. You know what I'm saying? If you pay him like 900K, $1 million, that's enough money for him to last for like 4 years. He doesn't even have to do his YouTube. But I don't want Rabbit to end his YouTube thing. No, I want Rabbit to do his YouTube. There's a lot of good games that are coming out on these consoles, man, in the next couple of years. And Rabbit will not want to end his YouTube thing. He'll want to do it, obviously. That's why, okay, the best way to make it work, Rabbit, is I'll have you be part-time. You know what I'm saying? You sign your contract and you meet up with the game developers who are working on the Zanus game and the Matrix game. You get a feel of the game, you play a bit of it, and on the day of the day of the premiere, Rabrad does the walkthrough. You can even have him do the walkthrough on the day it's released, or like a day prior, the day before it is released. He does the walkthrough on his channel. I'm saying, and he gets a free copy of the game. He gets a free copy of the Zanus game and a free copy of the Matrix games. So I hook him up. Obviously, he's gonna ask me, "Oh, Ivan, am I gonna a copy?" Yeah, Robert, I'll hook you up with a free copy of the game. I'll hook you up with a free copy of the game. I can hook you up with a free copy of the game on PS6, the new Xbox, and PC. I can give him 3 copies if you want. You can give him 3 different copies of the game if you want. And you're more than happy to give 2 copies away. Because Rabbit always gives copies of his game away. You're more than happy to give 2 copies away to some of your fans if you want. You can do that if you want. Give Rabbit like three different copies of the game, of the Zanus game. You're looking at an amazing Zanus game. Unreal Engine technology, guys, for the Zanus game. You're looking at an amazing game, yeah. Ivan, you think the Zanus game will be better than the Matrix? I don't know. I think the Matrix game will probably be better, to be honest, than the Zanus game. Because Matrix games are a little bit more entertaining to watch than a sword game, right? But the movie The Matrix movie will be probably just as good as Zane's. It'll rival it, man. But I think Zane's will beat it up by a bit. Yeah. And once Robert signs that contract, he's trending with me. You're gonna see him trending with me, obviously. He's trending with me, VJ. You know what I'm saying? And what? And you're gonna see him post stuff on his Twitter account. Yeah, I can't wait to play this game. He takes a picture of the Matrix game. Hey guys, hey guys, I'll be covering this game soon, and the whole world's going crazy for that rabbit walking. This is going crazy, man. Yeah, Rabbit will be nervous, obviously, because he knows he doesn't want to fuck this up because this is his opportunity. I hope I don't fuck this walkthrough up. I want to give the fans a good experience. He'll work hard for me because I pay him a lot of money. He work hard, obviously. If you don't pay him a lot of money, he won't work as hard. You might see him, I don't know, he talks, he doesn't feel like he's really into the game. But if you pay him a lot of money, he'll give the fans a better experience. And the whole world's tuning in. It's crazy, man. The whole world's tuning into that walkthrough, that Matrix walkthrough. You know, it's in the Zayas walkthrough. It's been crazy. And once he goes home, he's gonna be so famous, man. Hey, you're Radbrad. You're Ivan's walkthrough guy. Yeah, I am. I work for Ivan. I'm saying, oh my god, I loved your walkthrough, Radbrad. Can I have a picture with you, Radbrad? Yeah, sure. You're gonna see him trending online too. Yeah, man. He's gonna be feeling on top of the world, man. That's why he'll beg, obviously. After he does the Zane's walkthrough, he's gonna beg, Ivan, can I please do your Matrix walkthrough, please, man? I don't want to work anywhere else, man. Man, your company's, I enjoy doing your walkthrough much more than fucking doing my thing on YouTube. Even though I love doing my YouTube walkthrough, I'm a fucking dirty ass slave. I have to do it. Yeah, Rabbit has to do it, man. He didn't get those 13 million followers for free. No, we have to do it, man. He met a gatekeeper, obviously. Whereas for my company, he doesn't have to do anything. I gave him his freedoms. I'm saying, don't hate me, Rabbit. I'm saying, I gave him his freedoms. I'm saying, yeah. I gave him his freedom, obviously. So my Xenos game, I'll release it on PS6, Xbox, and PC. Or I might just release it exclusively on PlayStation 6. Fuck Xbox and PC. I can just release it on exclusively on PS6 and not PC and Xbox. Because I'm not a fan of Xbox and PC. I prefer PS6, obviously. You can either have exclusive release on PS6 if you want, or you release it in 3 different consoles. We'll see what happens. See what I'm saying? So that's my deal for Rabbit. And if he gets greedy and he wants our money, I'm like, Rad, I'm not gonna pay you $1 million. The only way I'll pay him $1 million is if he agrees to do it to work exclusively for me full time. I can pay him $1 million if I want, but he's not. I don't want Rabbit to end his YouTube thing, man. I'm gonna be very pissed off because I want to watch his YouTube stuff on his channel. Hence why I'll have him part time, pay him $40,000. That's good enough for him. That's a good paycheck for him. Live a good life with it. You're making your money off your YouTube. You're making your nice money off your YouTube channel, Rabbit, and you're making your nice money off your part time job. A $600,000 check is a nice paycheck. You give him a raise. Matrix 1, he makes $680,000, and then Matrix 2, you pay him $720. You see what I'm saying? And then Matrix 3, you pay him $760. And then by the time he does the next game, you pay him like $800K. You see what I'm saying? But like, give him a nice raise, but don't let him dupe you and pay him like $1.5 million. He's ripping you off. He's not worth that. You know what I'm saying? You pay him about $600 for a walkthrough. He's only worth a couple $100,000. He's not worth $1 million. He's not a Hollywood fucking actor. He's a YouTube celebrity guy. He's big, but he's a game guy. He's doing a 3-week walkthrough. You don't pay him $1 million for that. He's ripping you off. Pay him like $600K. That's a good paycheck for him. Realistically speaking, I should pay him like $50K. $80K, because I'm generous, I'll pay him a lot of money. That way he works harder for me, and you know what I'm saying, and he accepts. But if you pay Rat $50K, he might not accept the deal. Oh, Ivan, I want more money, man. That's not enough. Yeah, it's just, $50K is not bad paycheck, but if you want him to work for you, you got to pay him a lot of money. Take out the checkbook, pay him a nice $600,000. That way he works hard for you. And I'll have a trailer for him to sleep, a brand new chair for him to sleep on my property, and I'll have a portable shower for him to take a shower, and I'll have them for 2 weeks. You can buy 2 body washes and 2 shampoos for Rabrad. And if there's leftover shampoo and leftover body wash, you can bring that. If you have leftover body wash and leftover shampoo, Rabrad, you can bring that home with you, obviously. But you have to bring your own toothbrush and bring your own toothpaste. I'm not paying for that. Bring your own toothpaste, bring your own toothbrush, obviously. And I can feed him for the 2.5, 3 weeks during the walkthrough. Every morning I can have members of my 7 team. They pick him up and they take him to breakfast at a buffet. Obviously, he has a buffet for breakfast and lunch and dinner. Give him a buffet, that way he's well fed. You know what I'm saying? Or you can have him pay for his own meal if you want. I mean, he can easily afford it. Like, Rad, you can easily afford to pay for your own food. I gave you I'm paying you 600K. It's only going to cost you, I don't know, 600, 700, 600, $400, $300 for food. 350, $400 for food. You can easily afford it. You got a fat check. Or you can feed him. I'll just feed him. You want him to work hard for you. If you haven't paid for his own food, he might not work as hard. You can pay if you pay for his food, he'll work hard for you. Have a buffet for him. You have a buffet for his breakfast in the morning and his lunch and his dinner. Obviously. But if he wants to go to the bar and have a drink or something like that, hang out and have a drink or something like that, he has to pay. If he wants to go to the bar and have a drink with the developers and all stuff, he has to pay with some money. I'm not paying for it. But there'll be times when I'll take him out to the bar and I'll have a nice beer with him. Hey, Rad, you want to have a nice beer? Yeah, sure, Ivan. I'll have a nice beer with him. Me and VJ can have a nice beer with him and some of the developers. Some saying? Yeah. You give Rad a good experience, obviously. And he'll accept my deal, obviously. Because he knows he's never going to make this kind of money anywhere else. No other company would pay Rad 600K for a walkthrough. They'd probably pay him like 10 grand, 8 grand or something like that, because they're cheap. Whereas me, I'm paying him 600K. Like, I'm overpaying him. I'm paying him a lot of money, man. He'll accept my deal. It's a deal. That's a good deal, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, thank you, man. This is a huge... I can't wait to play this game. Unreal Engine technology for your Matrix game, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, Rad. He's like, holy shit. I remember playing that game on my channel. That was an unreal experience. Yeah, think of an experience like that for my game, Rad, for fucking Matrix. And the whole world's tuning in. You're looking at something amazing, yeah, man. I'm going to have a Chromecast app link on my website when you watch Brad's videos on my site. You have a Chromecast link. That way you can watch it on your TV. You guys can get your popcorn. I'm gonna get my popcorn. I'm gonna get my pizza. You can enjoy the fucking show. And Brad uploads the Zanus game. He does the Matrix game. You get the whole story. You're looking amazing. Something amazing. Yeah. Yeah. So that's my deal for Brad. Right. Now let's talk about the Matrix deal. I'm gonna keep saying this. High chance, guys, I'm just being honest here. High chance I'm going to choose The Matrix over the 4 movies. Don't hate me, Keanu Reeves and Will Smith. High chance I'm going to choose those movies over, I'm going to choose those movies over what? I'm going to choose those movies over, high chance I'm going to choose those movies. I'm going to choose The Matrix over the 4 movies. And be honest, you guys would rather see me in The Matrix than see me in The Great Escape. Even though The Great Escape is cool, like James Bond, it's not as cool as the fucking Matrix me kicking ass, man. See what I'm saying? But if I make the Matrix movie, I'll save Keanu Reeves, but I'll have him have a cameo appearance in the movie. Or I can do a thing where you have 2 ones, and me and Keanu Reeves are kicking ass together. But if you have 2 ones, it'll make the story a little silly, see what I'm saying? I remember when I watched Resurrections and you had Carrie-Anne Moss was the one. I'm like, I thought that was very... I remember I saw the movie, I saw Keanu Reeves, he had that smirk on his face. He's like, oh my god. This is the silliest thing ever. Yeah, having Carrie-Anne Moss become the one was the most stupidest script writing decision I ever heard in my life, man. That's why I want that erased, man. I want it erased. It was terrible, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. So my deal for Warner Bros. Is $2 billion. That's my deal for Warner Bros. I'm going to give David Zaslav a call. Hey, guys, I'm interested in purchasing one of your brands. Ivan, what brand are you thinking of? I'm thinking of purchasing the Matrix brand. The Matrix brand, yeah. Okay, Ivan, how much do you want to pay us? I'm willing to pay you $2 billion. Ivan, what about $3 billion? I'm like, no, guys. I'm not going to let you rip me off like that. Your brand is not as big as Star Wars. I'm not going to let you do it like that, man. $2 billion is my final offer. Your brand is worth $2 billion. It's not worth $3 billion, guys. Your Resurrection movie flopped. Your brand is not looking too good right now. And your 3 movies did $1.5 billion in the box office. And your games did what? Your games did a couple dozen $1 million each. Your brand is worth a good $2 billion. Realistically speaking, I should be paying you guys like $1.7 billion around there. And I'm nice enough to pay you $2 billion. I'm already overpaying you, man. I'm not gonna let you rip me off like that, man. Okay. Hey guys, these are my conditions and terms. If you want me to purchase your brand, your Matrix, if you want me to purchase your Matrix assets and your Matrix brand, obviously. For $2 billion, I have 2 conditions. Okay, I have what are conditions? Okay, the first condition is I want you to give the Wachowski sisters agents a call. I want you to have them in your office. I'm gonna pitch them my story. I'm gonna see, and I'm gonna have to get them on board. If they're not on board, I'm not purchasing your Matrix brand. That's the first thing. The second thing, you need to erase your Resurrection movie from the face of the map. Why? What do you mean, man? I mean, like, you have to erase it and delete it, man. I don't want it sold anywhere worldwide. It cannot be sold on Amazon. It cannot be sold on eBay. It cannot be sold at Best Buy, Videotron, Blockbuster, all these Blockbuster stores. You know what I'm saying? YouTube. It cannot be sold. It is deleted. It is gone. All the 4 movie deals that you have worldwide, where you get the 3 Matrix original movies and the Resurrection, those deals are now obsolete. They're off. They're deleted, as I don't want Resurrection to be a part of canon. Okay, Ivan. Yeah, but Ivan, we worked hard this one. We spent a lot of money. I'm like, guys, your movie lost money. We didn't make any money off this. This movie is what? This movie is what? Is a mass deleted. It's terrible. It was a god awful movie, man. It was a terrible movie. You need to delete it from the face of the map. You know what I'm saying? Delete it, guys. Delete it from the face of the map. Yeah, but Ivan, we can't do that, man. Yes, you can. This has never been done before, Ivan. I know it has, and hence why I want you doing it. And they will do it, obviously. Ivan, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, you better have a good idea for a good story if you want us to delete this. Yeah, okay, Ivan. I pitched them idea. They're like, holy shit, this is a masterpiece. Yeah. Like, holy shit, Ivan. Like, why didn't we think of this? Yeah. And the Wachowski sisters are shocked. The only way the Wachowski sisters will be on board, obviously, is they're going to tell me, Ivan, the Wachowski sisters never want to do Matrix again, Ivan. You're going to have to come up with an amazing story and offer them a lot of money if you want them to come on board. Okay. I'll pay you guys $3 million bonus. The Wachowski sisters. When the Wachowski sisters are in the meeting with me and the Warner Bros. Executives, obviously, I'm going to pitch to them like, okay, Ivan, you're going to have to offer this a lot of money. Okay, I'll pay you $3 million bonus for the first movie, a $15 million base salary, $3 million bonus for pre-production, $15 million bonus for your base salary for start production. Obviously, I can give you a $250K bonus post-filming bonus after filming is completed. You can do that for them, and I'll take you guys on a vacation, obviously, with your I don't know, with your partner, whatever it is, and I'll give you 0.1% of the profit. You guys are worth about $100 million each. I'll give you 0.1% of the profits, which is $50, $60, $70 million in royalties. Is that enough money, guys? I've asked, why? What about 0.2? I'm like, no, guys. I'm not going to rip me off. You're worth $100 million. I'm going to give you 0.1%. That's good enough. You're going to make your $50, $60, $70 million in royalties. So if you pay the Wachowski sisters a lot of money, you need to offer them a lot of money if you want them to come on board. And I'll give you 0.01% of the merch sales, which is a nice like $3 million in royalties. Is that a good deal, guys? That's a good deal. Yeah. And you're going to be featured on the Ashes with me. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be a part. You also get your speaking fee earnings. You get your speaking fee earnings. You know what I'm saying? You get your speaking fee earnings. I'm giving you a good deal. Okay, Ivan, if you want us to come on board, you're gonna have to blow us away with your story, man. They already know that's how I feel. Okay, guys. To me, Vijay, we take out our notes. Okay, guys, this is my idea for the story, and they're all speeches like, holy shit, Ivan, that's a masterpiece. Yeah, fuck it, sign me up, Ivan. I'm on board. Yeah, and don't forget the Wachowski sisters also want to be saved. They want to be saved, obviously, right? They know, this is an opportunity for us to experience the fame with Ivan and be saved. Yes. You're going to experience the fame with me for like 9-10 years of your life, guys. I'll save you for 10 years of your life. You're going to be saved. I'm offering you, and you're going to make a boatload of money, man. Yeah. I don't know, you sign your what? Like $200 million deal for the 3 movies, guys. It's a good $220 million deal. I'm paying you guys a lot of money. Yeah, man. The first movie, I'll pay you $3 million bonus for pre-production, a $15 million base salary, and a $250,000 royalty check for a $250,000 bonus for post-filming bonus. Or you can even give them $1 million bonus if you want. Give them a nice $1 million bonus, post-filming bonus, and you take them on a nice vacation with their girlfriend or partner, whatever it is, and you give them 0.1% of the profits. The second movie, you pay them $4 million bonus. You pay them like a 18 million salary. And you give them like a $1.5 million post-filming bonus. And the third movie, you can pay them $5 million bonus and pay them a nice $21 million salary. It's a good paycheck for them. and a $2 million post-filming bonus, and you give them 0.1% of profits. I'm not going any higher than 0.1. You're only worth like $100 million a month. You get 0.1% for all the movies, and you get your 0.01% for the merch. Because you create the Matrix, I'll give you a nice 0.01% of the merch. You make a nice $3 million, $4 million in royalties. It's a good paycheck, but they don't get squat off the games though. They want, what about the games? I'm like, no, guys, I'm not. You guys are not involved in my game. I'm not giving you squat for the game, but I'll give you a lot of money for the movie. You're not getting anything for the game because you're not going to be involved in the game, guys. I'm gonna hire my own development team to take care of the games, but you get a lot. You're gonna make a lot of money for the movies, for the 3 movies. I'm saying. Yeah. The only way the Wachowski sisters will be on board is if you sell them with your story, which I will. You're looking at Masterpiece, and you offer them a boatload of money. You have to offer them like an unheard amount of money, man. Like a nice like 50, 60, $70 million in royalties. And you pay them a rich salary, they'll be on board. They don't make that in Hollywood. But I heard the Wachowski sisters made a lot of money off The Matrix too. As they struck it rich off the Matrix movies. They got a piece of the profits, obviously. They're worth $100 million like each. They have a combined wealth of $250 million each, hence they're worth like $125 million each. They obviously made a lot of money off the Matrix movies. They probably got a nice piece of that pie, obviously. They probably got a nice piece of the pie. But if you look at the Wachowski sisters movies, they never really did any really, really big movies after Matrix. And yet they're worth that much money. They must have got a nice piece of the profits or sales. They got a nice piece of the back end for the movie, obviously. That's why they're so rich, obviously. That's the only way the Wachowski sisters will be on board. Alright, if the Wachowski sisters don't agree, you can just hire another director. I could hire Christopher Nolan to do the Matrix trilogy, but like I don't trust any other director besides the Wachowski sisters to do as good of a job, man. The Wachowski sisters know Matrix inside and out. They created the brand, man. They're the ones who wrote the scripts. They directed the movies. They know the brand inside and out. They're the best people to direct the movie, man. And so I need to have those people on board. You know what I'm saying? And I'll hire Barry Osborne. If I do the Matrix trilogy, I'll hire Barry Osborne to be my assistant producer for the 3 movies. So I'll save Barry Osborne for a good like 14 years of his life. You give him a raise, pay him $1 million for the first movie, $1.2 million for the second, and $1.4 million for the third. Barry Osborne, pay him a nice paycheck to as an assistant producer. He knows the Wachowski sisters very well. He produced the Matrix. He was an assistant producer on The Matrix. You can have him produce The Matrix if you want. Whereas Peter and Fran, I'm only going to have them on Zanus. After that, I'm not re-signing them. But because Peter Jackson wants to be saved and he wants to direct that Zanus trilogy so bad. Ivan, can you hire me as a producer or a co-writer? I'm like, no, Peter. I'm not. Ivan, please, man. I don't want to go to Hollywood. I want to be in that Matrix trilogy, Ivan, because he wants to be saved, obviously. You know, I'm like, Peter, you're not good for the Matrix. I'm not gonna fucking have you be in the Matrix. And Peter knows the kind of money he can make for my movies, obviously. You know, if I direct Ivan's Matrix trilogy, I'm gonna strike it so rich. I'm gonna make like $1.5 billion, $1.4 billion for his 3 movies, yeah. Because he knows I can pay him I can give him 0.6. He makes his $400 million in royalties, $350 million. He make more money. Hollywood's not gonna pay him that. And he knows my company's better than Hollywood. He knows in Hollywood he's a dirty slave. He doesn't want to be left behind. He doesn't want to be the side tension, yeah. So if I decide to purchase that Matrix trilogy, which I most likely will, obviously, Peter Jackson will ask me, Ivan, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, what movie are you doing next? Are you gonna do any movies after this, Ivan? Yeah, George. Yeah, Peter. I'm gonna do another movie. Ivan, what movie are you thinking of doing? I don't know, Peter. Peter, I'm thinking of doing the Matrix trilogy. A Matrix trilogy? Oh yeah. Like, are you gonna purchase the rights off Warner Bros? I'm like, yeah. He's like, are you gonna reboot it or like a sequel? No, a sequel. So like, are you gonna have Keanu Reeves as the one, or you're the one? I'm like, no, Peter, I'm the one. Ivan, how is that possible? They already made the Resurrection sequel. I'm like, no, Peter. I'm gonna have I struck a deal with Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Has to erase the Resurrection movie from the face of the map. Ivan, what do you mean erase? I mean like the whole thing is deleted. It's gone. It can no longer be sold anywhere worldwide. It's no longer a part of canon. Ivan, that's never been done before. And Ivan, you're gonna piss off those actors. I'm like, Peter, I don't care about those actors. Those actors got their check. The movie flopped. It is a worthless movie. I want it deleted. I want it gone. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And Peter Jackson's like, so Ivan, you're gonna be the new one. I'm like, yeah, Ivan, are you gonna have like agents in it? I'm like, yeah, Ivan, how are you gonna bring the agents back? Like, Smith was destroyed. Neo was destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Peter, I have an idea for a story. Ivan, what are you thinking of? What's your idea? I tell Peter my. He already knows some of my videos. I tell Peter my story. He's shocked. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. That sounds like a Ivan, this story will even rival your Zanus story. Yeah, it will. Look at a masterpiece, Ivan. It's like, holy shit. Holy shit, Ivan, you're gifted, man. Like, you know how, like, you deja vu, huh? Holy shit, yeah. Yeah, Ivan, like, you have a good idea for how Smith comes back. Yeah. Smith copied himself onto Neo, obviously, and it's because he was a part of Neo. He was a part of Neo. He never fully was destroyed. He was destroyed, obviously, but he was never fully destroyed. The virus of Smith lived on, just like Neo's spirit lived on. Right? He's watching us. He's smiling at us. Remember, the Oracle said, "Yeah, Smith was alive." Obviously, so Neo saved Zion. Obviously, he saved the Matrix, but he made a mistake. The machines made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? The Oracle made a mistake. They underestimated Smith's power. Obviously, they underestimated Smith's power. Obviously, and the Agent Smith comes back into the Matrix. See what I'm saying? And Peter Jackson's like, "Can I direct the movie, Ivan?" I'm like, "No, Peter, you're not. Ivan, please, man. I want to direct that Matrix trilogy, Ivan." I'm like, "Peter, you're not good for the Matrix, man." Ivan, I'm talented. I can make it good. Yeah, I know you're talented, Peter, but you're not the best man for the Matrix. The Wachowski sisters are better for the Matrix than you, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're bigger than them, but like they know the Matrix better than you. You're perfect for fantasy, but you're not really a Matrix guy, Peter. I'm not gonna let you dupe me like that. I'm not gonna resign you. And all those Zanes hackers are gonna ask you, "Ivan, what movie are you doing next?" You know what I'm saying? You see, Ivan, what movie are you doing next, man? Like, you guys want to know? Yeah, I want to know. Yeah, me and Vijay are purchasing the rights off Warner Bros. For the Matrix franchise for $2 billion. He's like, holy shit. You're gonna make the Matrix trilogy? I'm like, yeah. Like, you're the one, or like Keanu Reeves is the one? No, I'm the one. Ivan, how's that possible? They made the Resurrection movie. No, guys. I struggle to do with Warner Bros. They have to erase the Resurrection movie from the face of the map. Ivan, what do you mean erase? Yeah, the movie can no longer be sold anywhere worldwide. It's deleted. It's gone. It's not a part of canon. Oh, so Ivan, you're gonna delete the movie completely? Yeah, I want it deleted. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ivan, are you gonna do like a reboot, or you're doing a sequel? No, I'm doing a sequel. I can't reboot it, guys. It's very tough to reboot a Matrix movie. I'm going to do a sequel. I'm going to honor the Wachowski sisters' story. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ivan, what are you thinking of? What's your idea for your story? They already know this. Some of my videos, I'm saying. I tell them my idea. They're like, holy shit, Ivan, that sounds like a masterpiece. Holy shit, Ivan, you're gifted. Ivan, this story will even rival your Zanus movie. Yeah, it will. It will rival it, obviously. I'm also going to make a Matrix game, guys. A Matrix game, yeah. I'm going to tell the story of the one in three games. And I'm going to have Unreal Engine technology. Unreal Engine technology, like the Matrix Awakens Unreal Engine technology, yes. Holy shit, I've been looking at an amazing experience. Yeah. And don't worry, guys. You guys don't have to buy my games. You can buy it if you want, but I hired a walkthrough guy named Rabrad. He's going to do a walkthrough on my website. You guys can watch it. Well, I'm pumped to watch that, Ivan. They're all excited, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and yeah. And they're going to be like, oh, Ivan, you're going to see John Boyega and all them after his innocent plea. They're going to beg. Hey, Ivan, can I be in your Matrix trilogy, man? I'm like, no, guys, you're not good for the Matrix. Ivan, please, man. I don't want to go to Hollywood, man. I want to work for you for the rest of my life. I want to be saved for the rest of my life, man. Because they know if they're in that Matrix trilogy, they're going to be saved for like 9-10 years of life. And John Boyega and all of them know I can pay them more money than what Hollywood can pay them, obviously. As when John Boyega goes back to Hollywood, he'll probably make his 4, 5, 6 million for his movies. And he might negotiate for 10 maybe if he's lucky. But he knows I can pay him more money, man. Like, John Boyega knows if he's in my first Matrix movie, I can pay him his 9.5 million. I can give him 0.01% of profits. Because he'll be an ace actor, right? And for the second movie, I can pay him 11.5. I can give him 0.01. And the third movie, I can pay him like 12. 12.5. I can give him 0.02, which is like $10, $11 million in royalties. Yeah. More money than what even Hollywood pays him. And he also knows he'll make his millions off the games, too. Obviously. He knows, yeah, if Ivan pays me all that money and gives me a piece of royalties, I make my merch money, my commercial money, you know what I'm saying, as well as my speaking fee money, and I also make like $1.5 million, $2 million off the Zane's games. I'm gonna be striking so rich. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're gonna make so much money, obviously. And so they want to be safe for 10 years, but they're not good for the Matrix. And they're gonna be very envious of those Matrix. Oh man, I fucking envy those Matrix. I want to be in that Matrix fucking trilogy with Ivan the One kicking ass with these agents. Yeah, they're gonna beg, man. Ivan, please, man, I want to be in your Matrix franchise, man. I'm like, guys, you're not good for the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? The only one who will have return for the Matrix is Barry Osborne, because Barry Osborne produced the first Matrix movie. He produced the first Matrix movie, and then he chose to what? He chose to do Lord of the Rings instead of coming on board for Matrix 2 and Matrix 3. He chose to do Lord of the Rings, obviously. Hence why Barry Osborne, if I do the Matrix trilogy, I'll re-sign him for my 3 Matrix movies. And I'll give him a raise. Pay him $1 million for the first, $1.2 million for the second, $1.4 million for the third. But he doesn't get squat off the profits or the royalties. He doesn't get squat. He's an assistant producer. He's not worth it, I'm saying. Yeah, you're gonna see those actors begging, man. Yeah, man. You look at something crazy, yeah. Because they all want to be in that Matrix franchise so bad, man. Yeah, man. And for the Matrix franchise, if I make it, on high chance I will choose Michael B. Jordan. I'll have him play as Morpheus and Naomi's great grandson. Ivan, that's perfect. Yeah. What's his name? There are rumors out they want the Warner Bros. Want to make a prequel about the life of Morpheus, and Michael B. Jordan was supposed to play the young Morpheus. And that's why I think he's perfect for the great grandson of Morpheus and Naomi. And he is tasked in finding the new one reborn, and then VJ is tasked in finding is supposed to love the new one, obviously, love the new one reborn. So I'm saying. So I'm saying. Love the new one reborn, obviously. Yeah. And if Michael B. Jordan is signed on board for my 3 Matrix movies, I'm gonna look, Michael, this is an exclusive contract. I don't want you working in Hollywood, man. Yeah, I'll tell Michael, look, man. When I mean exclusive, I mean you can't be while you're working on a Matrix project, you can't be acting in all these movies. You know what I'm saying? You can if you want to make some money on the side and do commercials and all that stuff, you're more than welcome to do that. Obviously, I'm not going to prevent you from making more money for yourself, but it's exclusive. You can only work in my movies. Okay, Ivan, if you want Michael to sign exclusive deal, you have to pay him a lot of money. Okay, is $9 million good, Michael? And 0.01% of profits is $11.5 million good for the second movie, and 0.01% of profits is what? Is $12.8 million good, and 0.2% of profits, and making a nice $2 million for $2 million. 2.4, 2.8 million for $2.7 million for the games. Is that enough? My Ivan, that's more than enough. And you're speaking for your earnings. Is that enough, Michael? Ivan, it's more than enough. Yeah, I gave you a good deal. So if you want these guys to be exclusive, you have to pay them a lot of money. That way they're good. That way they have more enough money to last for years. Which is pay them the millions will have more enough money to last for years, obviously. And yeah, I'd rather work for your movie than work on Hollywood, anyways. Yeah, obviously. See what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And I'm thinking Brie Larson and John Krasinski are good for that movie too. You can cast them, obviously, and you can even have KJ Apa be the operator if you want. You can have him be the new operator in the Matrix, a newer generation, obviously. And you can even have Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson be the movie if you want too. You can save Ben Affleck sign him to a 3 movie massive contract deal. You can save Scarlett Johansson, save some of those guys from even have Paul Bettany be in the movie too. Sign him to a 3 movie deal. Some saying, my kind of viewer.